Mm-mm-mm-mm. And I should be live. Should be. Let's see. Yup, shows that I'm live on the good old Facebook. Cool. Gonna get this thing popping in just a second. What's up, everybody? Hope you're watching. If you're not watching, what's wrong with you? I guess I could share this, huh? Oops. Y'all like my background music? It's really nice and chill vibe-ish tonight. Jason taught me a couple things about this program that I still need more to do with it. Hold on just a second, y'all. I'm trying to do something real quick. 4 people watching. 2 people watching, looks like, on Facebook. We're going to share this. Whoop, nope. All right, what's going on here? Sorry, y'all. Bear with me. There's not even a bear. All right, so my guest tonight is Mr. Tony South. He's the owner of Precision Tint out in South Carolina. I didn't ask him the specific city, but I'm sure he'll tell me that anyway. And he also is making tools these days. And I've got a couple with me right here. We'll talk about those and I'll show them whenever we start the show. But it is Wednesday night. We're about 2 minutes into this thing, and I do have a surprise. I actually have a really cool intro video that my boy Jason made me. So I'm going to go ahead right now and I'm going to turn this background music off. I'm going to run the intro and then I will bring in my guest. So let me pause this music. Gonna hit this button here. And here we go. Intro. What is up, everybody? Bringing the chat up real quick before I bring in Tony. Just wanted to say happy Wednesday. I hope y'all are having the greatest fucking day ever. What's up, Dustin? What's up, Tim? This is Tony's first podcast, and I'm honored to have him on the show. Let's just see. Without further ado, let's see if Tony's ready. If you can give me the good old thumbs up, bro, we'll get it started. All right. Hell yeah. Cool. So without further ado, my good friend, your good friend, Mr. Tony South.
What's up?
What's up, bro? I wish I had the really cool like sound effects machine that Haas has for his like live streaming. I don't know if you've seen it before, but
No, but you definitely need
he has like he's got the little soundboard that like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I need all of that stuff. Anyways, what's up, Tony? Welcome
What's
to
up,
the
George?
show. Oh, dude, just chilling, man. Having a good old Wednesday.
Nice.
So for everybody that does not know you, if you would, please just give us a small introduction and say whatever you want.
Yeah, man. Why don't you guys know me yet? For one, second. Man, I'm Tony South. I've been tinting. I'm still a baby in the tint industry, man. Probably only 4 years now. I've been tinting. Came from a completely different background. I was a massage therapist for 26 years. I just decided to do window tinting. And man,
I
dude, I
didn't
wish
know
I'd found this
that.
20 years. You didn't know that?
I don't think I knew that you were a massage therapist. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I bet that's a different business.
It's a different business, man. Different kind of stories for sure.
Right.
So yeah, man, just started tinting and basically when COVID hit. And I just wish I'd found it 20 years sooner, to be honest. But I just, my mind is always, always going. It's always running. It's always thinking of something. So I guess we get into all my health history, all that crap.
Yeah.
But
Whatever you want to talk about right now. Yeah.
Yeah. my brain just goes nonstop, man. So I see something, I see a need, and I see something that I feel like, oh, this should be better. I'm like, well, fuck,
Right.
why don't I just make it better? So that's kind of what got me into the 3D printing and, that line of stuff.
Like
Yep.
this.
Like those, the old 1.0.
Dude, this one. I loved it. Like the only thing that I had wrong with it is I've chipped the sides because I drop it so much. And then I got the other one that I broke already that you sent me. Don't be mad at Tony. I broke it. He didn't make a shitty product. I broke it. It's got magnets on the bottom. It's a really cool design.
Nice.
And I love it. It works pretty good.
I have let's see.
So if you don't know what we're talking about here, if you go to this website right here at the bottom, you can go get you some tools from Tony.
There you go.
And I love the no-name tools still. I say it every time I see that you post about it, or I just love that it's no-name tools.
Yeah, like I just couldn't think of a name, so I figured why not.
That's perfect, dude. I love it. So what else do you make besides the torch holders?
So the whole concept started with me making shims for film handlers.
Oh yeah.
I can't pay like 70. I mean, I'll spend money on certain things, but there's certain things I just can't bring myself to spend the money on. And especially starting out, the film handler was expensive enough, and I was like, Jesus, now $75 for a pair of shims, and now I need 2 pair. So $150 for 4 of them, and it's just an aluminum disc. So I'm like, well, I can probably make something similar that would be more affordable. Right. So that's how the idea started. So shims are in a redesign right now. They're on the site, but I'm completely revamping those, changing materials, shapes, all kinds of stuff to make those better. I have the blaze bases, for matte and propane.
So you have a wider one. So you have the wider one for the propane tanks too?
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, you can do the one for the map or the propane. So the propane's like 25 millimeters wider. So.
Right.
And I've messed with the tolerances on this. So I know you and I talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
So initially the problem I was having were these would break off.
Yeah.
Because I had it too small to make it fit tighter on the tank.
Right.
And it just flexed the plastic too much. So I made some changes to the design, and now this will stay on the tank. You can still pull it out, but it doesn't break. Unless you drop it.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, dude, I drop stuff, so that's on me. I'm just saying. By the way, Brandon told me to tell you hi.
Hey,
and so did everybody else. Everybody's in here. We got Jeremy in here. We got Dustin Gonzalez in here. We got Matthew Kramer in here.
All right.
Tell him, he says. Anyways, dude, that's awesome. So, so all of those things that you mentioned are on the website, right?
Yep, that and more. Yeah.
All of these, right? This right here, just so everybody knows, nonametools.net. I gotta figure out how to make this bigger. I don't know how to do that. I bet Jason gonna be like, "Oh, it's this, you dumb," and I'll be like, "Oops."
Yeah. But the cool thing is though, this thing is almost perfectly sized for the giant Modelo can. Almost.
Oh man,
it's so close. I can make it
so close. Well, it could be just a coaster. Like you could just use it as a coaster on your desk. That's a great idea, actually. That's kind of what I do with this one now. I leave it in my garage and I put my beer in it because I know I'm not picking this up, but I always go, wait a minute, where's my stand? And I have to go find it. It's just hanging around somewhere.
Yeah.
But dude, that's awesome, man. So you've only been tinting for 4 years. So I met you when you started tinting, probably.
You met me at the very 21. First Tenor Battles.
Yeah, 21.
At Mike Norrick's place.
Yep.
And I had been tinting 3 months, 6 months, maybe.
I didn't know that either. You had the fucking decked out shirt and everything already too. Like didn't you have the Precision shirts from Carrie already or no?
No, I didn't have those yet.
I must be thinking of Julian.
Shirt on. I think that was a shirt.
That's what it was.
Remember me by at that show.
You had the Wu-Tang shirt on. That's awesome. Okay, so 4 years. That was your first one. So How did you find out about tenor battles? Like, how was that a thing? If you were only like 3 to 6, I was like 4 or 5 years into the industry and I didn't know shit about anything.
Dude, I don't even remember how I found out about the first tenor battles. That's
Just
a really good
randomly seeing
question.
it on Facebook, probably.
I joined some of the groups. So you know what? I don't know. So I did tent school online. That's
Oh,
actually how I learned.
nice.
The one everybody like rages on and stuff. But dude, it was a great course,
Right.
man. So that's actually I got hit with an ad for that while I was out on COVID. Because in the last business, we were touching people for a living, so COVID was we shut down for 10 weeks. So we couldn't do anything for 10 weeks. So I got hit with the ad for that. And I'm like, well, shit, I got nothing else to do. Let's give it a shot.
Right. That's
So
crazy. A Facebook ad.
Yeah.
Facebook ad for
Facebook
the
ads
tent
work.
school. Yeah. Facebook ads work. I don't use them just because small area, but
Exactly.
But that's awesome, dude. Fucking, which one did you go to? The one in Jacksonville?
No, the one online. Like straight
Oh,
online.
I'm an idiot. Yeah. Sorry.
Not tent school, but yeah, tent school online.
Tent school online.
So, dude, I just grabbed a box of Lexan film and jumped out in my front yard in the middle of June, May, probably trying to tent my Focus ST, just over and over and over. No garage, just dead.
The hatchback, the ST.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that was a fun one to start on. They got deep seals and curved back glass and all that shit.
Yeah.
That's a fun one to start on for sure.
Almost made me break it. Yeah.
Where's my hammer?
As bad as a squeegee.
Right. Oops, I dropped my hammer. That's fucking great. Okay, so what made you want to get into massage therapy in the first place? I'm just curious before you went into the tinning.
Yeah, so I started when I was 19. So I turned 19 4 days after I started massage school. So honestly, I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do for a living.
Right.
I got out of high school, and my friends had just always told me I was good at it. I was usually just rub girls' shoulders just to try to get them to go out with me, because that's really all I had. I had no game other than that in high school.
Right.
And I actually had a friend of the family that was doing it. And I talked to her, and she was, told me a little bit about it. And I was like, well,
she's like, hey, you can make some good money rubbing people down now.
Yeah, man. Back then it was like $50 an hour. So as an 18-year-old in like 94.
Oh, dude, you balling.
That was good money, man. Yeah. So I said, yeah, why not? That sounded like a decent idea. So I had my first massage, my first day of massage school. I signed up for school and never even had one before.
That's crazy.
And it turned out I was pretty good at it, So start with
okay, so you've had 2 jobs working with your hands.
Yeah.
Which one do you like better? Which one do you like better for like the muscles and everything? You think that it's a little more strenuous being a massage therapist on the hands than tinting?
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
100%.
Right.
Tinting, you can have overuse issues, but nothing like doing massage all day.
Yeah. Did you have any issues with your hands because you were doing massage therapy? Like, do you have to get like massage therapy on your massage hands?
Oh, yeah. That and ice, man. Ice was my friend, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I would just dunk it every night. Just ice water, just ice baths for my hands every night. Yeah.
That's awesome. So you did that from 19. You did that from 19. How long did you do it?
Till I was 46, 45.
You're not 40. You're not over 45, dude.
Dude, I'll be 50 in September, man.
Hold the fuck on, dude. There's no. Yo, chat. There's no fucking way that Tony's almost 50, dog. You really almost 50, dude?
Dude, yeah. I was born
Bro, I
in 75.
thought you were like tops. I thought you were like 40 tops, man.
Dude, man, I appreciate it, man. You need glasses, but I appreciate it.
I mean, I'm wearing contacts, but I just got some new ones, so I don't know if they're working. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, dude. I'm old as fuck, man.
Man, you did that for a while, dude.
Yeah, so I did it.
No wonder you're so wise.
6 years, man. And I did, and all that time I was self-employed, so I was doing my own gig, renting a space, and eventually,
look, we got people over here shocked as I am, dude. So you got Ricky going, damn. We got Bill saying, what?
Now everybody's gonna hit me up at the shows now. Hey,
Dude, yeah, everybody's gonna be like, "Hey, man, yeah, before I go in here, we work out my kinks in my neck and all this kind of stuff."
yep. I mean,
I know
Dustin,
I'm
he's
going
gonna ask
to.
for something else, but
Yeah, yeah. You know, Randy's gonna be like, "Let me get the ending."
yeah, just the ending part. I can't promise how
So
happy it'll
funny.
be, but it'll be an ending either way.
That's good, right? It might not be happy. Might be an abrupt stop. You know.
That's right. That's right. Which I have my share of those
Right.
as well.
Okay, so
Definitely.
being in the industry for 4 years and then going to your first show, like right when you started learning how to tint, what are some things that you took away from the first event and then every event you've been to since? Because you almost go to every single damn one, right? You're
I
almost at every one of them.
I literally have been to every one since I started,
That's crazy.
except SEMA. I haven't been to SEMA yet,
Seem
and
as
I
boring.
haven't done like the first WFCT that I did was the one in San Antonio.
That's the first one I went to too.
Yeah. So, but before that, I mean, every other WFCT after that, and every event since the first tenor battles, I've attended.
Dealer conferences, WFRs, all of it.
Yep.
So
Every
what are your
single
biggest what are your biggest takeaways and why do you like to go to them so much?
dude. The networking is so powerful at these things, man. Just like I've met so many great people. Like at least 3 of them are in the chats right now. So the rest of them I don't know about, but they're just great people, man. It's I learned something every show. Every single show I learned something. Dude, the last WFCT, I went to the Johnson's booth, and that was the first beetle glass I had ever shrunk.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, I
I
just
bet it was
coated one
fun.
for like $800 in dyed film because I didn't want to do it.
Right.
But I did that, and like, dude, I forget the guy's name, so I don't know if he's in here or not. But it was the guy that was doing the demos at the Johnson booth. Showed me how to do it, and I shrunk it in like 5 minutes. Like I shrunk
Yeah,
it faster than I shrunk a Camry, and I
that's
just
crazy.
couldn't believe it. It was crazy,
But
Like
also, I
just
will say this though. Johnson, whenever I had used it previously at the first shop I worked at, it shrinks really well.
it
At
does
least
shrink well.
at least the line we used, and it wasn't the best. We used Marathon. It was like a hybrid, like a metallized film, but it shrunk so good.
Really?
Like we had that, and then we had Lumar CTX was our ceramic option, and that shit shrunk like dog shit. I hated it. Hated every minute
Yeah.
of it. The glue was too damn tacky. It didn't want to move. It was terrible. God damn, sounds like somebody just fell down. I'm in the basement, so like my living room's literally above me. So like when the
Nice.
dogs move or the kids are up there jumping around, dude, it sounds like they're falling through the damn ceiling. But I like what Ricky said here, which is pretty, everybody knows this one. You network is your net worth. So
Oh,
what you
absolutely.
get, I mean, even as simple as me having you on the show, like I would have never met you unless we went to these events and we met each other and shit like that and
Yeah.
talked since then and all that good stuff. Not necessarily saying you've helped me make money, but you know,
Maybe you can help me make money, and I'll return the favor.
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, all you gotta do is just pop up one of these little things like this. Be like, hey, if you want some tools, go to nonametools.net.
There you go. There you go.
Get you some stuff on there. But no, like I'll give you an example. You do a lot of sub work with Randy and Kyle, right? With the security film and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So there's right there. I mean, I'm sure you've made a shit ton of money doing that. Like
No,
just
they don't pay me
meeting
shit.
them. They don't pay you shit.
No,
I knew it. It's fucking
no, they don't.
bubble gum and happy endings, right?
Well, we're going happy endings, man. That's it. We'll
But no,
take
like
it.
and then I'm sure there's been tons of people that could attest to this too, like getting sub jobs because you met people in the industry that are close to you, or maybe not even close to you, and they just need your help and you're slow as shit. You're like, you know what? I could take a trip to California for a week and make fucking $5,000 or whatever you make. I don't know what you're making or anybody's making, but
Yeah.
just to be able to leave where you're at being so slow to go make money. I mean, without the networking, you wouldn't be able to do it unless you get like some type of contract with like a, I don't know who the fuck subs these days, but
Or NGS or something like that. Probably.
yeah, something like that just randomly calls you one time.
Yeah. No, dude, 100%, man. And when I went to sub for them, man, like it was fairly recent that I started. It's been within the past year, I would say. And dude, I was more nervous the first time they had to watch me put film up
Really?
than I've been any time
You're
in
like-
the whole industry.
You're like, fuck, dude. They gotta watch me put on film. This sucks.
And you know, Kyle and Randy aren't going to be easy on you either. You know. So
Oh no,
it's
dude. They're gonna talk
definitely,
mad. They're gonna talk that mad shit, dude.
Yeah,
They're gonna talk
it's
that
like
mad
trial by
shit.
fire, man.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
trial by fire.
That's great, dude. And I'm sure they're not really that big of dickheads in person, but everybody knows them. Everybody loves them.
Man,
Everybody
they're
likes
great
giving
guys,
them
man.
shit. They're great
They're
dudes.
guys, man. Yeah.
Okay, so you've been to almost every. Have you competed in any of the events that you've been to?
No, because I haven't found my balls yet.
Oh, okay.
I looked for them. I did. Before the podcast,
You couldn't find them?
I found them in my wife's purse.
I'm about to say they're
She had
probably in
them-
the
she had
wife's
them the whole
purse.
time. Yeah,
She's
she
just
had them the whole
walking
time.
around with them like this.
Yeah. I mean,
Does she go to the events? I don't think I've met your wife
No,
before.
she hasn't made it to one yet. No, we have.
That's why you
we have
haven't
a
competed. She's got them in her purse, dude. Fuck.
I know.
She gotta go to a
exactly.
fucking
Maybe if she
event.
comes to the event, I'll be able to compete.
I'm just saying, if she goes to the event, you'll compete, right? We have to make it happen, dude. We have to make it happen.
I was talking to Dustin when he was in town a few weeks ago.
Speaking of Dustin. All right.
might-
PG. I'm just kidding.
No, Dustin, that
turn
might
up.
work, man. That might work. Hit me up.
Right. It's funny.
Yeah, so we're talking about competing here. Dustin's trying to get me to compete too, and you know,
Hell yeah.
I'm, I'm trying to get there, man. I probably do a teams first, and I want to do a flat
WFR?
race. Not WFR. Too
Oh,
soon
chicken
for that,
shit.
but I know. I can't
it's
decide
really
which one
not-
I want to do.
It's really
Like, I
not
kinda
that
want
bad.
WFCT
It's really, really bad.
because it's really bad.
It's not very
I
fun.
want WFCT because it's like nobody can give me shit, but I don't know if the quiet environment will just fuck me up or not.
Ooh, hold on just a second. Ricky said something nice here. Hold on.
Oh shit! You're on, Ricky.
Hey,
You're on, Ricky.
you heard it. Ricky, he said he's down, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to go.
I
I
tried
got
to
it,
bid
man.
on. I tried to bid on his training, and somebody outbid me, man. I was bidding strong till the last minute.
Man, I missed that show, man. They even gave away one of my hats, and I forgot. Tim actually sent it to me. So, Roger, I know you're watching. I'm going to bring it still in the bag, like still in the wrapper, take it out and sign it in person since you want me to sign it so bad. Or if you don't want me to sign it once it gets there, you can change your mind. But I'm not signing it until I see you in Atlanta. So, just saying. But yeah, it's one of these, but it's a mesh back one, I think.
Nice.
This is the one we got. And Tim Johnson makes these if anybody wants one. Just saying.
Hell yeah.
Link tree in my bio on Facebook. You know, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I need to get those QR codes set up on here. I keep forgetting about that shit. Like you could pop up like a QR code at the bottom to have people scan it for, you know, your website or whatever, stuff like that. Anyways.
Oh, nice.
So Atlanta. I've never been to Atlanta. You said you're almost to Atlanta about like 4 hours, I'm assuming. 3 or 4
so
hours.
I went to massage school in Atlanta. So I lived there when I went to massage school.
Oh, okay.
And then now I'm like two hours roughly, depending on traffic and how many cops
That's
are
not bad
out.
at all.
You know, we're in the city, so roughly 2 hours.
I told you that story about Georgia State Police, didn't I?
I don't know.
Whenever we went to Florida for tender battles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got pulled over. Had
y'all
some
were-
stuff with us.
Did
They
you
thought
did y'all
we-
toss it or somebody?
Dude,
y'all,
no, that's the thing. They thought that, okay, so we get pulled over. And just so happened exactly where we pulled over, y'all, there was a loaded handgun on the ground by a traffic cone. Literally, that somebody had thrown out previously. When we pull up, we got harassed by
Oh,
the
no.
cops. I swear I didn't do it, dude. I couldn't have a gun. And it's old and rusty, and it's not my style. Mine would have been way cooler anyway. But I can't have one anyway, so I couldn't anyway. But yeah, so the dude was being a douche trying to say it was mine. And my wife's like, dude, it's not ours. Like, what the fuck is your deal? And then he's like, well, if we take it back and process it, and when we find his fingerprints, she goes, you're not going to. Like, Like, what's your problem, dude? My kids are crying and shit. So, me in Georgia, I don't like Georgia, but gotta go to Atlanta, check it out. But yeah,
Yeah, Atlanta's
it's
a
all
good
because
city,
it's
man.
all because I tinted the fucking front doors on the rental, dude.
Yep.
Tinted the front doors on the rental. Well, that's why we got pulled over. So,
Did you go 5?
do what?
Did you go 5?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
5% on the rental.
Oh no, it was only 20
Oh, really?
on the front two only. Yeah, dude.
Oh,
He was like, well, it's a rental and you've got a magnet on it. It was like my Stay Shady Tinting logo. It was a magnet that was like super colorful and shit. I don't know. He was like, it's just suspicious on these roads because whenever this happens, then usually somebody's trafficking. And I'm like, no, dude, it's a family vacation. Like we're going to tint windows. Like that's why they're tinted. I tint windows. And
yeah. You're not running keys of coke with your kids in the car, you know.
no, fuck
You're at
no.
least dropping
And
them
then he
off
goes,
first.
yeah, he's like, hey, what's that yellow thing back there? And I'm like, what fucking yellow thing, dude? I go, he's like, it's like a bag. And I'm like, my tent buster? I was like, my fucking spray backpack. I was like, this got soap and water in it. You me show you? He's like, no, I'm just wondering what it was. I'm like, dude, fuck out of here. But yeah. So
Yeah, Georgia's no joke, man.
Georgia State Police don't care. They don't give a shit. But
They do not care.
anyways, so how's business been? I was going to ask you that because
It's
it's been
good,
super
man.
slow for me.
It's been slower than usual, but it's starting to pick back up. We're really weather dependent here, man. Cars, like last Saturday, I had like 5 cars booked. 3 of them canceled or no showed because it was raining.
Because it was raining.
Yep. Yep. So we get a lot of that kind of stuff around here. Like, you know, I don't want to get out. It's raining.
Oh my
But,
god, lazy.
but I'm like also out in the woods too, man. My shop is
Me
out
too.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in the woods as well.
So I mean, I have to send customers like a picture of my driveway with an arrow
Same.
drawn because otherwise they'll call me and think they're in the wrong spot.
Right.
Now I'm just
Kinda
kind of
how
point where I'm just telling them if you hear banjo music, just keep driving.
Right.
That's how you know you're in the right spot.
That's so funny. See, I've got I put one of my little shady tinting stickers on my mailbox, and we have like a very distinguished mailbox. It's got a horse frame, like it's got a horse on top of it. Because my grandmother used to have like a shit ton of horses up here. Anyways, I'm like, hey, look for the horse mailbox and the smiley face. Like you made it, dude. Like just turn in the first driveway and you're here. It's great.
And then my driveway is like a 1/4 mile long, so you can't even see my shop. Like it looks like one of those driveways when you pull in. If you're not supposed to be there, you shouldn't be there.
Right.
Thing.
That's
So
where my house is. My house is like on a one entrance, one exit road. The only way you get to my house is coming up a big ass hill, and it goes around to the same road you just drove up. So if you're out here, either you know somebody or you're fucking lost, dude.
Yeah.
Or you're lost as shit.
And I do have geese. I see Dustin's talking about being attacked by a goose. Yeah.
I was gonna get Tony Tim. My windows was attacked by a goose. Y'all got geese out there?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's why my wife can't come after the show is because like we have, I think what, like 8 geese, 8 chickens, 4 dogs, and 3 cats. 4 cats.
Oh yeah.
3 dogs, 4 cats. So we just had like a little farm going out here, man. So it's kind
Bro,
of
we have to. Do we have to fucking board our dogs for this trip to Atlanta? It's so fucking expensive. It's like $450 for 2 dogs for like 4 days or some shit, or 3 days.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, mine hate it. I can't board mine. If we travel, they go with us.
Yeah. I wish I could take ours, but they're not travel dogs. They're not. they're outs. They're either cage or outside dogs, man. They don't like to run around and they don't like to be cordial. They just like to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, mine
it's either they're trying to yeah, they're either trying to search for food or they're trying to fucking bark at something. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, so it has slowed down. Do you do mostly cars or do you do mostly flat glass?
I try to do mostly flat. It doesn't always work out that way.
Right.
So like last year I was doing really well with flat and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stop pushing cars. I'm not going to advertise them. I'm not going to try to get back with them quick with a quote. I'm just going to say, fuck it, I'm doing flat.
Right.
And that worked for a while. And then the flat slowed down. I was like, okay, let's go build back up.
Now I got to push
And then slow
cars. Yeah.
down. It's like, okay, now I'm gonna push cars again.
Yeah.
So I'm doing about half and half right now.
Nice.
Yeah, like
see, I'm actually trying to get more into flat glass. Like me and I don't know if you knew this, but me and Marissa she's been helping me with some sales stuff and like some marketing things and like getting my business going.
No, but I've been wanting to look at her stuff because I hear it's fire.
I'll tell you right now, she's awesome. If you need her help, holler at her. She's fucking the best, dude. She's great to work with. She's super easy, understanding. She's not pushy. She's not one of those coaches that's like, if you don't wake up at 5:30 and fuck the day, you know, like she's not one of those kind of people. You know what I mean? Like, if you're saying you don't want to do something, you're a loser. You know, like she's not one of those kind of people. She's like, hey man, if you need a break, don't burn yourself out. Just fucking don't do anything today. And I'm like, all right. She's like, hit it hard tomorrow. And I'm like, okay. But she's we've been trying to put together a plan towards flat glass, which I've got like a list of builders that I'm going to reach out to. I've got some like flyers that I'm going to be printing out to take to places or give to people, you know, stuff like that. Cool. She's awesome, dude. She's definitely helpful. I highly recommend anybody wanting to up their business to contact Marissa Ashley on Facebook with Restyle Revenue and inquire about her services, because she'll get you right. And if you're really bad at sales, she will get you whipped into shape. She told me, she's like, you're a natural. I don't have to work on your sales process, blah, 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 whatever, which shocked me. But at the same time, I was like, I mean, I do talk to a fuck ton of people. Like I do a podcast every week. I kind of have a gist of it now. That's all I did at the shop was that I was working at was doing the sales part of it. Cause they'd come in, I'd do all that stuff, whatever. But she'll critique you. She'll give you different strategies. She'll give you, actually, I have a fucking meeting in the morning with her. I just remembered. Let me write that down. But I highly recommend her. Video,
it was solid.
Do what?
That like the first video that she put out in that little series that she was putting out on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
First kind of breaking into that field. Man, that was a solid video, man. And I got slack and didn't watch the rest of them.
Also, she's going to be at the conference doing she's going to be doing a sales thingy. She hasn't told me any details, so don't pry. I don't know what she's doing yet. But
dude, that conference is gonna be sick, man. I can't wait.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. You're not competing in that one either?
Nah.
Dude,
you see, here's my problem.
That would be the one to start with.
I know, but see, here's my problem. One, I can't find my balls. It's kind of hard. But two, man, I have so much fun, like just bullshitting with everybody at the conference, man. It's like if I'm in competition mode, I'm not going to be able to focus on having fun.
Oh, dude!
I just like just hanging out with everybody and talking and going out and having beers and just
for sure.
That's what I like about the conferences,
Definitely the beers for sure.
Yeah, the beers for sure.
You can't beat the fucking beers, man. You can't beat it. Just walking around with the homies, drinking beers.
Yeah, I mean that's competition's great. I mean, I do want to do one just to see where I'm at, but. Otherwise, I'm just hoping to finish not at the very bottom.
Right.
And hell, I'll be satisfied if I just don't get a DQ and I'm fine.
Right. Because, dude, I'm not going to lie to you, man. I was thinking
about WFCT last year. I was like, I'm going to compete in the flat glass. And then I saw who was competing.
You go, I'm not going to compete in the flat glass.
Ricky Miller, Chuck Cochran, Bruce, like all these people competing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus, I'm not even I'm just happy to be in the same room as these people.
Right. See, that's okay. So that's how I was in the beginning too. I was like, man, I'm fucking terrified to compete. But dude, after the first one, Tender Battles 22, when we didn't finish, I was like, dude, I will never do that terrible ever again in my life. And I'm going to do the best I can to at least get close to the top, because I was I was embarrassed, dude, like bad.
That hit you hard at that time.
I felt like the biggest loser, dude. I was like,
wow. There were a lot of people that didn't finish though.
I was like, I talked all that shit, dude. All that shit I talked, and it just fucking. But I'm not gonna lie. It was not all my fault. I didn't. No. Okay, was not all my fault.
I remember that.
There were some situations. and some bullshit, and
Yeah.
my head wasn't in it, and it is what it is because I came back and me and Eric finished the next year. We didn't win or nothing, but hey, we fucking finished, and it was a privilege just to be on his team because I didn't even qualify. And he's like, "Hey, I need a partner," and I was like, "Fuck it, let's do it. Let's like run it, dude."
Was it Eric Perez?
Eric Moore.
Eric Moore. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, tall ass. Love that guy.
Yeah.
He's fucking great. Oh, Notre Dame fan. But once you do compete, though, you're gonna kind of get an itch for it, and you're gonna be like, I got to do it at least once again because it's so fun, man.
I think so.
It's so fun.
I think so, and I really like the strategy that Kyle and Randy had at like the center battles that they won, and it was Amelia Island. They just came in. I can't tint hammered, so I can't come in as hammered as they did. But they were just like, fuck it, we're just gonna drink and have fun, and what happens happens.
Yep.
You know, and
well, that was Mike and Kyle.
That was Mike
Randy,
and Kyle. Yeah, Randy
and Dave.
Yeah.
Randy and Dave were on a team, and they were out there in their fucking weird costumes.
Yep.
I think he had Dave's like face on his pants or some shit. I can't remember.
Yeah, I still have a picture of that on my phone somewhere.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Dude, so funny. But then and then the WFR competition, I was like, this is going to be the one that kind of shows me where I'm actually at. Because like Tinner Battles is mainly for fun in the show. WFR is more competitive, and it's also a lot more passionate, in my opinion, than any of the other competitions. But I got like 25th out of 75. I was in like the top third of people, and I was like looking at the list like, damn, dude, like that's fucking awesome.
I beat him.
Yeah, I beat that guy. I beat that person. And no, like, but it's any given Sunday is what I always say. Like I could have the best day ever, and then, which by the way, I should have had a better score. I got fucked in the second round. Just throwing that out there. But and I'll talk about it till the day that I die. I got fucked. Like it was bullshit. Every other judge was looking at my windows like, hell yeah. Only one judge was like, mm-mm. And I'm like, oh, great. But it is what it is. If I go back to WFR this year, best believe I'm coming for that damn first place. It'd be nice. It'd be fun.
Nice.
But like I said earlier, I don't know if I'm going to be making it to Tennessee. It's just the timing with being in Atlanta, and then the next month, we'd have to leave to go to Tennessee. It's not that far. It's just the money. Especially with the dogs again, like boarding the dogs that quickly. I just don't have, especially working for myself now. Like used to, I'd be like, cool, because I'm getting paid while I was gone. Like I would get paid for the week before that I worked while I was gone, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's not the case anymore. So now I'm having to save money and stuff like that. So,
yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. It is what it is, man. Yeah. You never know. I could have something happen to where I get a little sponsorship or something.
Like, sure, you never know. Hey, it's almost like if you had like some sort of avenue or channel to kind of put that stuff out there.
I know, right? That'd be crazy, dude. Like if somebody could just like donate to my page, you can just, but no, but the only thing that I'm really, really banking on is because it might actually happen is that my tax return is going to be coming in around the time of WFR. So if my final employee tax return comes in, we'll probably be there. But
yeah,
if it doesn't come in,
while it lasts, right?
Do what?
Enjoy that refund.
Oh, dude,
this
is the last. This is the last one, dog. Last one I'm getting until I got to pay in next year, I'm sure. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, if I get my refund, then I'll be there.
Yeah.
But I do have to pay for my transmission and my truck to be fixed too. So it's gonna kind of be like a little finicky there, but whatever.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go to I always do wagons thing too.
Yeah,
it's like the day before WFR, man. And
is it really?
Yeah, like a day or two before, man. But it's like it's either one's not far from me, but if I drive from one to the other, it's like 11 hours or something. I'm like,
right.
I don't know if I can swing that.
Did you get one of these shirts?
I don't think I did. I bought one of the like the wild ones, but
I'm gonna tell you right now, this motherfucker is itchy, bro. I love Eric and Titwiz to death, dog. But this thing, when you start getting a little back sweat, bro, oh my god, it itches so bad. I forgot about that until I got down here. I was like, fuck, this is the itchy
Nice.
shirt. I think it's just because the graphic is like this stuff is like poking through or something.
Oh yeah, kind of make it through the material. Yeah.
Okay, so I have to ask you this question: what was your favorite event that you went to so far? Like your all-time favorite one that was just like it exceeded your expectations. You enjoyed the shit out of it. You loved everything about it.
That's really good.
Probably a hard one, huh?
I think. Ooh, Jesus, it's a tie.
I was gonna say, if we have to come back to it later, we can come back to it later.
No. I probably still won't have a better answer later. So, like, I really enjoyed the tenor battles in Amelia Island, just because it was such a like big change from like Mike's shop, which is like this, which I also loved. Like, I like them all for different reasons.
Yeah,
but like, I think just the change from going to Mike's shop to this big ass.
Well, then we did to Orlando and then Amelia Island. So it was Mike's.
Oh
Orlando,
yeah, we did Mike's and Orlando, but still Amelia Island was just, I don't know, something about it was just,
dude,
was just cool.
It was so much fun, bro. Yeah, that was probably my favorite one too, because my kids were with us and they got to see the beach for the first time. My grandmother came with us to see like what I was actually doing in the industry, and she thought it was amazing. She goes, "I did not think it was going to be this much fun." And, you know, she was taking the kids to go do stuff here and there, but mainly what she loved was like seeing me in my element and being like, that's pretty cool that like that happens like that, you know, like everybody's so nice and everybody's welcoming and everybody's like-minded, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of what that was one of the first things that kind of sucked me into the industry, is because everybody was so welcoming at the first tenor battles.
Yeah.
Because like, dude, I'm just telling you, I showed up with nothing experience wise or like anything. I think my mom had passed like 3 weeks before tenor battles, that very first one. And so when I came in, I was like already like in a weird place, you know?
Right.
But then I had known some names, like I had heard of Eric and what's it was and all that, you know, but like I go up and look in the car, and Eric introduces me to Marco, and he's like, "Here, Marco, show us some stuff." And Marco's showing me stuff, and I'm just like a bumbling idiot. It's like I forget how to handle film or do anything, because I was still so nervous at the time, you know.
Right.
So, but the fact that everybody's welcoming me in was badass. Like that's what drew me into this industry. If I would have come into it like 15 years ago, when everybody was all like cutthroat, I'd have been like, "Fuck you guys, I'm not doing this."
Yeah, me too. I don't think I would have survived. I don't think I would have liked it at all.
No. Oh shit. Let me see.
And then there's always the guys that like like Eric, that's like, "Hey, you need to come meet this person. You need to come meet this person." You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
What the hell did Roger send you?
I don't know. They're sending me like team names here.
Team Tony Stack.
Tony's balls.
Oh man.
Sack full of nuts. I don't know, man.
Dude, literally. All right. If you do compete with them, y'all should be called the Sack Lunch Boys or some shit like that.
I think that might have to be it.
The Sack Lunch Boys.
Yes, Roger. I'm looking at the phone, man, right here. That's hilarious.
Yay, he LOL'd us. It's stupid. It's so dumb.
Yeah, we'd have to.
Hell yeah. Oh, fuck. What the hell, Tony? Well, I guess Tony left. I don't know what happened. I didn't click anything, so it was not my fault. Let's try to get him back in here, y'all. Sorry. Back that sack up. I like that one. I would run that one for sure. Let me turn this music back on real quick. Try to get Tony back in here. I don't know what happened. Anyways, what's up, everybody? There we go. He's back. Okay. He's
Back that
back.
sack up.
What happened?
Apparently, the team name is Back That Sack Up.
Back that sack up. I like it.
Apparently,
Back
I'm
that
competing
sack
now
up.
with Dustin Rogers. So, yeah, I don't know.
What is it?
I don't know when I'm competing or where, but apparently, I'm competing somewhere with Dustin and Roger. I don't know if
Hell
you guys
yeah.
are talking about WFR or WFCT.
So if anybody needs a teammate, holler at me because now I got to compete if Tony's competing. Calm down, George. I will not spank him with my bulldozer.
If
Nah,
I ask
not
nicely,
today.
will you do it?
Maybe.
All right.
I'll bring it to Atlanta.
Bring it just in case.
Okay, so you had mentioned this a little bit earlier. You had a accident recently. It was in the past couple years.
Yeah.
And I remember the time period where you couldn't very much talk at all. And it
Yeah.
took a long time to get over that. So if that's something you're willing to talk about, then we'd love to hear it. I know
Yeah, I
that
do, man. I'm an
EFAC
open book.
helped you out a little bit and all that good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So let's see how I can shorten this not to bore everybody. But so basically for like a year or so, I had vertigo every day. Like I could not stand up and my feet hit the floor without like hurling. So at the time we had sold our house. We were gonna move out to our property, but in the interim, we were living in a camper on the property. So it was me and my wife at the time, 3 dogs and 3 cats in a 28-foot camper. And I couldn't stand up without throwing up
Yeah.
for a year every day.
Dude, I could.
So, yeah, no, it was
Couldn't
rough.
imagine.
Man. So,
Couldn't imagine.
I was sleeping probably 18 hours a day or so. And I would try to tint the shop I was in. A buddy of mine was letting me squat there for nothing. He had a huge shop, and he was just letting me take my customers there. I do like 1 car a day, and I was done. I was wiped.
Yeah.
I had no energy. I thought it was just because I was old as fuck.
Right.
But it was a career change. It was something different than what I was used to doing. So I thought maybe I just need to get my ass in the gym or whatever.
Yeah.
And I kept going to the doctor, and they kept saying, "We don't know what it is. We don't know what it is." It was I was on research studies for at I think it was Cedar Sinai, I believe. I was going to go to a research study for long COVID because they thought that's what I had. I had all the symptoms. And I was like, it still doesn't sound right, but I'll poke people whatever just to figure this shit out. And my wife called me one day on the way to the shop, and she's like, I think you might have MS. I'm like, thanks, babe. About ready to work on a car. Now I can't focus on the car.
What's MS?
It's multiple sclerosis.
Okay, yeah.
So
I thought
like
that's what it was.
Disorder. So my sister has that, and I ended up
Yeah.
being a stem cell donor for her and was able to get her into remission because I was a good
That's
match
awesome, man.
to the stem cells. But I was scared I had it because they said it can be hereditary.
Yeah.
So I asked for an MRI and did the MRI, and like no lie, 10 minutes after I left my appointment, my neurologist was calling me. And I'm like, this cannot be good to get signs this early. So it turns out he was like, well, you have a brain tumor. So, yeah, I was like, okay, let me pull off the road for a minute. I'm doing 85 down the interstate.
Right.
Somebody calls me and tells me I have a brain tumor. So it turned out to be like the size of a golf ball on my brainstem. It was, what was it called? Meningioma. Is what
You
it
said
was
the
called.
size of a golf ball?
Yeah, so I'll show you. Nothing gross.
Okay, but it wasn't like bulging out of the back of your neck or anything?
No, but I don't know if you can see that white spot.
Holy shit, dude.
That's my MRI.
Oh my God. That's insane.
So it was like right here.
And it was pushing on what part of your brain? Your brain stem?
Yeah, it was kind of right next to my brain stem and kind of in my suboccipital area. So like right there.
Yeah.
So the brain had moved to accommodate it for like years. They said it's been there for decades. They said it's a very slow growing thing. It wasn't cancerous, thankfully.
Right.
But
Just the
it,
growth,
and
they were
my
putting
brain
pressure
had
on
kind
stuff.
of, yeah, my brain had acclimated to the point where there was no more room for the brain to move around and
Makes sense.
adjust. And that's what caused the dizziness and all that stuff.
Damn, dude.
So when they took it out immediately, I went to Charleston to take it out. That's actually where I first was introduced to Dustin, because he was like, I posted it up. Never met this dude in my life, and he's like, "Hey, I'm in Charleston. If you
Dude,
guys need food or anything, just let me know. I'll bring it to you." I'm like,
he's
"What?
one
I
of
don't
my
even know
favorite
you,
fucking
dude."
people.
Yeah,
He's one
you're
of my
such a
favorite
great
fucking
dude.
people, dude.
So
I've got
that was
I keep his things that he made me forging right here on my desk. Oh,
nice. He's never made me anything,
you're
but
not supposed
yeah,
to see the
cool.
white stuff on that one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I gave him some favors for those. Anyways, sorry.
um, so yeah, so they took it out, but then when they took it out, I guess where it was, it paralyzed my right vocal cord.
That's
So that's why I
crazy.
couldn't talk for so long. And it gave me double vision. That's why I have to wear. I didn't wear glasses before the surgery.
Okay, so you never had glasses before your surgery?
Never had
That
glasses.
is okay. That's crazy. That
Yeah,
it just goes to show you that, like, when the brain's involved, so many things change, dude.
dude. Yeah, I mean, like I went to 9 months of PT for my shoulder because after the surgery, I couldn't lift my shoulder past here.
Because of all
It
the nerves and stuff.
messed up the nerves that supplies
Yep.
those muscles. So I did all of that, and eventually I was doing vocal cord injections. So every 3 months I would go and they would just put a camera up my nose, down my throat, and then just shoot right into my vocal cords with a
Whoa.
numbing shot. And then it was Restylane, so it was like if like you could get like lip filler, like the cosmetic procedure, they would just give me that, like plumping it
Gotcha.
up. Because the vocal cords are kind of supposed to do this, right? But my right
Yeah.
one was kind of flaccid, so it was kind of doing this.
You had
So
to
it
erect that thing.
yeah,
Gotta get that thing
um,
stiff, bo.
I get it stiff. They had to wait a year, but they finally did the surgery. I got an implant for that, and then it also paralyzed half my tongue, which is still like makes certain words hard to say for me.
Right.
So like I can't say heat, which unfortunately we have to say that a lot in our industry. I
Yeah.
can't. My tongue doesn't want to do it. Like my brain knows what it's supposed to do. My tongue says, "Fuck you, I'm not doing that."
Dude,
So,
that's crazy.
yeah, it's
Okay,
weird.
what was it? It was 23 when you had that done, right? Or was it 22?
22. I
22.
was in surgery while SEMA was going on because I was day after surgery in my hospital bed watching everybody's SEMA videos.
And that was before or after Tenor Battles. I can't remember. In 22.
After this
After.
was October of like Halloween of
Okay.
22 is when I had the surgery,
Okay.
or like 29th
Yeah.
or something.
Gotcha. And then 23 in January, you were there at
Yep.
Amelia Island. That's when you couldn't talk, like fucking really at all. You're like super raspy. Because I remember,
Yep.
and I was like, damn, dude, like.
And that
But
sucked because
you
I
at
like want to
least,
talk to everybody, you know?
right. That does hinder you from having a good time, I'm sure.
It
But
does, man.
I'm just glad you're good, dude, because whenever all that shit was going down, anytime anything bad happens, I'm not one to reach out because I'm like I'm a very emotional person. So I can't like I don't know, whenever I try to say something, I get choked up and I just have all the feelings and I just can't get any words out. So I'd rather
Yeah.
just not say anything and then like
Yeah.
wait a little bit and be like, "Hey man, I'm so glad that you're okay. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm glad you're doing
Yeah.
better." You know,
Let's
I
go have
can't
a
be
beer.
like, "Yeah, let's go have a beer." Like, "Here, I brought you one." You know, like, "Here you go."
Yeah.
But man, I'm glad you're doing better, dude. I can tell that you've come a long fucking way when it comes to like being able to speak again.
Yeah.
Because there for a while it was super raspy, and then over time I just noticed it just got way better. Did you do any like speech therapy stuff, or was it mainly
No, it
just
was more just
physical
the
stuff?
surgery, man. So
Yeah,
and it was bad because I felt like I was an irritation for people. I know that wasn't the case, but
no,
like you're in a crowded room, you're out drinking, you're having a good time with everybody, and nobody can hear me. So everybody's like, "What?"
Oh,
What?
dude,
And I'm
I would
like,
get right up
oh, I
on you.
hate
I
that you're having
remember
to
I'd
do
be like,
this.
I
I
would be,
just felt so
I
bad.
loved it. I was like, all right, dude, you're right here. What's up?
So that was kind of frustrating more than anything. Just really
Right.
frustrating.
Yeah.
But they finally did the surgery. After the surgery, I got a Columbia necktie, like big old scar across here. But I got a boob job for my vocal cords.
A boob
So
job, he says.
I got an implant. So they just gave me an implant. So it's
So
it's
it's
there
just
now.
like a different vocal cord that they just like Lego pieced in there, dude.
Yeah, it's like what was
That's
it, a Vortex
crazy.
implant? Yeah, they just like I don't know. I didn't actually see the implant, but yeah, it's just they just stuffed it in there.
That's wild, bro. That's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah, it was
I'm
insane.
glad you're okay, man. I'm glad it wasn't cancerous for sure, because that I'm sure would have complicated things immensely.
Oh yeah, dude, and it gave me perspective for sure, man. Like
Yeah.
when you're looking at, because the surgeon said, hey, but I was like, what's this gonna be like when I get up? He said, well, your life's gonna be different. I'm like, oh shit, that's not
Yeah.
good. And they he said, you'll either wake up and be 100% normal, which is unlikely, or you won't wake up. And that was how I was warned
Yeah,
about.
that's a big thing to hear.
Yeah, that's a big thing because I've never
I'm
been
not gonna lie,
sick. I've never been unhealthy.
probably would have lost my shit if somebody told me that, dude. I probably would
Yeah,
have I would have been crying for days, honestly.
yeah,
Like,
it was. Thankfully,
because
I don't know, man.
when the old noggin gets to rolling around the bad thoughts, dude, it gets kind of bad,
Yeah,
But
yeah. Well, you start wondering. You start reevaluating all the shit you've done to this point, all the shit you
yep,
want to do, all the shit you haven't done yet that you still want to do. All of that stuff. Kind of brings everything into perspective.
yep.
But shit, man, I'm just glad I'm vertical and
You out
upright,
here
I content.
talking and seeing and tinting still, so
Yeah, man. If I could sling film, no matter how slow I am, I'm still slinging film. So
there you
you know,
fucking go, dude.
and they didn't put
Can't
in a
beat that.
kazoo, Justin. So
You
yeah.
say play the kazoo?
I did ask when I had my throat surgery if they could make me sound like Barry White when I got out, and she was like, "Yeah, no, we don't do that." So yeah.
Justin said his wife's still pissed about that one. What is he talking about?
I guess only half my tongue works.
Oh, wrapping the shit. I think it was wrapping the shit box, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Either one.
Right. Well, hell yeah, dude.
So,
We're getting close to the hour mark here.
yeah.
I appreciate you being on, brother. First one
Yeah,
you've ever
man.
been on, and now you got to,
Yeah,
it's just like
great time,
competing.
man.
Now you got to do another one.
Yeah.
So you got to
Hey,
hit up Jason.
Real quick, can I show two things?
Yeah, dude, you can show whatever you want, dude. Just as long as it's not your
Don't tell
wing.
me that. Don't promise me a good.
Don't you show that. By the way, I love your fucking poster behind you, by the way.
Thanks, man. That is straight up an original poster too.
I know it is. I can tell, dude. I'm a huge fan of that shit.
All right, so this is my new thing. If you guys haven't seen them yet,
That's what I need. I need one of those in Atlanta, but I need it to be an NT.
Ultra red dots. I do blades as well, 30-degree and regular. It's kind of tough to see here, but
I'm gonna need an NT version of that, please, sir.
yes, sir. I will have them ready for you.
Here, let me.
Roger, man,
I was gonna say, let me, so I can
collabs
maximize you if you want to show it again.
Oh yeah. Golden rod, that's fun. There we go. So I polish them first. This is one that's I've had some use on this one, so this one the polish is kind of worn off a bit, but I do polish them before I plate them, so they come out like super slick and shiny. And sorry, Roger, I don't have one of the ones you've done in front of me, but Roger and I have done a collabs on these, and we're doing.
Oh, that's awesome.
And these things look sick when he engraves them, because the engraving comes out really dark, like a
oh
dark
yeah,
against the
gold.
contrast is sick.
All right, that's it. I gotta get like 3 of them from you and have him engrave them. So
I'm plating away in the shop, man. When I'm not tinting. And then I did this little dude. So it's the squeegee buddy.
Where the fuck can I get one of those? I
don't
need
have
it.
on the website yet, but I just designed it.
Dog, I need one so bad.
So this one doesn't have it, but the other ones have a little magnet right here in his ass, so he'll sit on the box.
Oh my god, dude, that
And
is
I'm gonna
so
do
fucking
different like
awesome.
colors and all that too. So he kind of, but he'll just sit. You know, if you just want to sit him like straight legged or whatever. Yeah.
Dude, if I send you, I've always wanted, okay, you know, like those little the little like WFR keychain things that like the little plastic things. Can you make those 3D printed with like my logo?
Yeah, I should be able to do something like that. Saints hit
Dude,
me up for something like that too, so I'm working with his
yeah.
right now too.
I legit just want my little fucking shady face, like my little this guy. I just want him
Oh hell
on
yeah,
a
we can
bunch,
do that for sure,
on
man.
like a keychain, like
Yeah,
a couple of them. I just don't
yeah.
know about the coloring. You don't have to. It could be all yellow, and I could just fucking Sharpie in the sunglasses or whatever I need to
No,
do.
dude, I
But
got multicolor printers, man. We can do a
it's
multicolor
gonna be
on it.
sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Just
yeah,
let me know like the pricing on all that stuff because I got a budget and stuff now. So
yeah. We'll hook you up, man. We'll
do
hook you
like an
up.
order of 10 or something at a time just to check
Yeah,
it out.
we got these too. That's new temp blocks. So
Dude, I still haven't gotten one of those either. That's
really,
I've got a list. I've got a list
so
of shit that I need to buy or that I want to buy that I don't necessarily need. I just want it. So
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's on the list.
Like
The
this,
fucking
so this
the
one's
reveal,
redesigned. Oh yeah, the
your
border
reveal
buddies.
things, your border buddies, those are pretty cool.
Those are
Even though
being redesigned right now too.
I've never done a reveal cut in my life for flat glass, but it'd be cool to have one,
Hey,
just in
maybe you'll
case,
start.
right?
And
And then I
these
also need
are,
that little
yeah.
fucking squeegee buddy, dude.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna get you
cool.
one of those, man. Yeah.
That thing's cool as shit, bro.
So yeah, yeah. So I'm having fun with it, man. I'm having fun with it.
Hell yeah, dude. Anything to
Yeah.
keep you busy, right? You said you
Hey,
like to stay
man.
busy, so
I'm a hustler, man. Whatever I
I
need to
hear
do,
you.
make a buck here and there, keep my mind occupied, and help
I
tenants in
hear
the
you.
process, man. It's all
Can't
good.
beat that. Can't beat that, dude. Okay, so it's been an hour, Tony. I appreciate you being on, dude. I feel like we
Yes,
barely
sir.
scratched the surface of a good little conversation here. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
but I don't know if you've watched the show before, but at the end, I do like the Dark Truth final thought, kind of like Jerry Springer, just a little monologue or a little piece of advice you want to give people, or something that has helped you, a piece of advice or a quote, just something you want to leave the folks with whenever they look over this again, or I might clip it, do something like that. So
Yeah. Never, ever, ever stop learning. That's the key. I don't care if you're learning new techniques, if you can learn other skills. Like I've learned all about chemistry and gold plating, learn this gold plating stuff just because I like to learn shit. But never, ever, ever stop learning because you will always improve. If you think you know everything, you know nothing. So always continue to learn and be open to learning from anybody. If you've been tending for 30 years, you can learn something from somebody that's been tending 6 months if you look hard enough. So just keep up the learning, man. Keep improving, keep growing.
I love it, dude. I love it because we're
Yeah.
always learning, man. Even if you could talk to an 80-year-old dude and he probably learned something that day, just
Yeah.
something random, some random thing,
Yeah.
just
But
learning.
I found making it intentional, man. You got to make it intentional. If you're intending to learn something new every day, even if it's something small, at the end of a month, your knowledge base has just grown exponentially.
Yep. You gotta
Yep.
you gotta live life with a lot of intent these days.
Yeah, for sure. It's too
You
easy to get
can't you can't
distracted.
really accidentally do shit these days. Like you could back in like the 2000s, but
Yeah.
now it's like you gotta be calculated, you gotta learn, you gotta fucking put the work in. Like that's the
Yeah.
other thing. Like, you gotta put in the work these days. I love it,
100%.
dude. I love it,
100%.
bro. Never stop
Yeah.
learning. I like
Yeah.
that. Love it. Well, dude,
Cool, man.
it's
Cool,
been
man.
great.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for popping my cherry, man. You were a
Yeah,
gentleman. I
man.
appreciate it.
I'm glad I could give you a good first time. I hope it was everything you imagined.
It
And
was. It was.
I hope you really enjoyed it. And for those that are going to be watching this later, thanks for watching later. Everybody that's watching live, thank you for watching live. And I should be on not next week because I will be in Atlanta, but it will be the previous or the next week. I think it's the 5th. I can't remember right now. I think it's the 5th. And I have a couple that's going to be on, and y'all will get to meet them and all that good stuff.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you who it is yet. You just have to wait for the post. But Tony, kick you off here, not like Jason does. I'm just going to tell you thank you for being on. And it was a
Thank you,
pleasure.
sir.
And I will catch you on the flip side. And I'll see you in fucking Atlanta next week, homie.
Yes, sir, man. Looking forward to it. Peace
All right,
out.
dude. See you, Tony.
Yep.
All right, y'all. That was another episode of the Dark Truth Podcast with me, your host, Shady J. And Tony's an awesome dude. Love him to death. He has a crazy, incredible story. If you didn't know any of those things about him already, and if you don't know him, you need to meet him and talk to him because he is great to talk to. To close out the show, I'm going to do my other, thingy, my other intro, but this is going to be the outro. And then once this goes off, I will be shutting her down. Y'all let me know which one you like better, the intro one or the outro one. But love y'all. Hope y'all have a great fucking day. And I will catch y'all on the next one.